Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Kitty. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, as always. And apparently, I can't speak English. So, today I'm back with another indie horror game. I don't know, this doesn't strike me as scary from the get-go, but we'll see how this goes. The game is called Disturbed, free on Steam, and I'm just gonna jump right into it because I'm curious. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some reason, for some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You made up your mind. You are going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops, go to the house, go to the shed. Let's go to the crops. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past few months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Okay, follow the path. Let's just do it. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave in the distance, off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Let's go into the cave. Why not? Screw it. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly blah 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 cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Go further into the cave, because what? No! Hello! Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. That's when you turn and run. Or play dead, whatever you think will work. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake, even thinking about something helpful can be in here. Run away, fight the bear. I'm running. The moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones about the cave. All you can think about is making it back home in one piece. Oh! Will you make it to the trail? Then the bear catches up to you, tackling you to the ground. That is terrifying. Look at his face. Where's my mouse? You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Okay, I got an achievement. Scratch another one off the list. That's horrible. Your adventure ends here. Okay, so beware the cave. Let's do this again. Skip this. Okay, so let's go into the house. Entering the house, you feel subtle uneasiness as if growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Let's open the chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Read in your journal. Dear Journal, another useless day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethane is also doing quite well. Never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. That's kind of sad. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole my things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hit the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I had never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing. After searching about the farm, Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should take a trip into the sea to see what this is about. Okay. So, shall we just lay in bed? You lay in bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chats, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. Lord help me. You reach towards the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. Ah! You suddenly see yourself lying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. Achievement unlocked. I am your nightmare. Yes. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Alright, so let's go back to the crops. Read that. Let's go into the pen. Ooh. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. The poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Let's grab a mushroom. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. Oh! As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. How lovely! You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Those are some serious shrooms. Achievement unlocked. Jesus Christ! Is this... Okay, so let's go to the crops, and let's follow the path. Not go into the cave, but follow the path, because that was another option. Continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Let's inspect the wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue your way. I said key. So let's continue. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he is home. So let's inspect the shack. You walk toward the structure, and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up the key from the wagon, and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself inside. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the table, please. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What am I thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region, which, with a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple weeks, I have been These past couple weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under, and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to the extremes, but that cannot be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying, and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. Good memo, my man. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Yeah, it's a little creepy. Do I want to open the trapdoor? Yes. Why not? You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With a key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. That's probably the best way to do that, though, is without thinking. Because if you think about it, then you're going to psych yourself up and then psych yourself out of the house. Oh, I don't want... Hello? Walking down the steps leading down, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. Yeah, maybe she's, kicked the bucket. She might be dead. You feel darkness around you as you stay in this awful place. Why not? Let's talk to her. Let's get every ending. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there. Let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Oh. Why not? You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns toward you. Oh. I will now do you a favor. I don't need any favors, please. No, I'm good. You can just go about your merry way. I'll go my way, you go your way. That's how this is gonna work. Ah! What seems to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of a bone hand lock onto your arms. Lovely. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It's unfortunate that your journey ends here. The damsel in distress achievement unlocked. Jesus Christ. What happens if we decline her, though? Please have mercy on me. Decline. I will not. No, don't go. With nothing else to interact with, you make your way up the stairs. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like her voice! I don't like her laugh! As you exit, you can hear the woman laugh behind you. The voice is causing the shack to shake. I don't like her laugh. You leave the shack as fast as you could. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all, that has happened. You feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Should I take a nap or pick at the grass? Both sound lovely. Let's pick at the grass, because I already had a nap. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. Oh! You turn around to see a large angry face looking back at you. Oh, buddy. I'm sorry I leaned up against you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left out from your body. Nature will rise against you. Achievement unlocked. Jesus Christ! So let's go into the shed, find out what happens. You attempt to open the shed, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Okay. So let's take a nap this time. You close your eyes and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh, what's gonna pop out at me this time? Ugh! Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? So I was wrong. This isn't the last ending we can get. There's a hair on my neck. It's a fuzzy. Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? What's your opinion? Right or left? Say one. Okay, we're going right then. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance, the tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Inspect the tree. This is gonna be like a long episode. You approach the tree and notice a hole is big enough to fit your hand in. You look and see something shiny in the hole, as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Press the knobs! Why not? Live in the moment! Oh, what knob do I press? Let's go for the middle one. Why not? Okay, press the left one. Okay, press the right one. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happened. Must be some sort of combination. So we're just gonna leave the tree. You reach the end of the pathway. Go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Ooh, sound effects. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. There is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Wow, that's a lot of options. Inspect the fountain. There is dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and smells burnt, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain, as if it were calling for you. So inspect the statue. It's an angel. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines and thorns. The angel is holding a book in one hand. The other finger is pointed up toward the sky, toward the heavens. You feel it's best to leave the statue alone. Yes it is. Leave the angel be. To the right. Ooh. Before you stands an old angel statue. I can't read. That has broken in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other one is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. It's probably a good idea. Let's enter the tower! Yeah, that's even a better idea. You approach the door, and as you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. So, let's exit the gated area. Let's go back to the tree for a moment. So we're going to press the knobs. We'll press left, right, middle. Knobs lock in place, nothing happens. It's going to happen. So let's go back to where the path splits and go left. Go left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Follow the trail in the grass. Oh. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. Inspect the grave. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Whoa! Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword. May I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of pure essence can free me, a rare hope, like a flower found in darkness. Back away or grab. I want grab. You reach for the sword, but before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. No! A sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones. What fragments remain fell off the ground. A cursed blade! Great achievement. The sword. May I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. Slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower. Flower found in darkness. Alright, back away. You listen to the specter and leave the sword. Okay. The figure fades out of view. Let's continue on then, Sir Lord. You pause to see that there is a lake nearby. The trail continues on to your right. Inspect the lake. How long is this game? You step near the lake and look down into it. Ooh, resting on the water is an orb of some sort. It looks more like a pearl to me. Sitting on the bottom of the lake. There is something strange about it, as if it were calling out to you. So let's grab it! Because that's always ended so well in this game. You close your eyes and jump into the lake. You open your eyes and see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way toward it. Oh! A large fish comes into view. It quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. Don't tell me it's gonna eat me. You try to leave for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You quickly find yourself hopeless before the creature. So it freaking ate me. You close your eyes as the giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die a very painful death. Oh my god. What is this game? Don't need a fishing permit. Alright, well, that's episode 1 of this thing, because this game is just so long, but I actually really enjoy it. So I'll be back with episode 2.